In this video, I'm going to go over the operation of this activity monitoring device. That's the sensor right there. And the things we can do with this screen. So when you first start it up, you should see the correct time and date. Press A to start, and then a file name. This is the file that's being written to the SD card, and it includes the letters PIR. 001 is actually the device number. We can set that so each device has a unique number. 9/16/18 is today's date. And then in the last two digits are an incrementing number. But every time I reset the device or start a new file, this will increment by 1. And this means that we won't overwrite old data inadvertently, that every time it starts up, it creates a new file on the SD card. If we want to, on this screen, we can do two things. We can press A to start logging. We can also edit the time and date and the number of the device by holding down B. Then we enter this sort of edit mode where A goes up, B goes down, C goes down, and then B confirms. So we can set the date, we can set the time, and we can actually set the number of the device. So we could say, let's call this device, PIR 7 instead. And now we'll see that we get a new file name. This is the first device that's PIR 7, first file of PIR 7 on today's date that we're running, and then we press A to start. It'll enter a logging screen. So this now shows us the number of the device. It's PIR 7. It gives you a measure of the battery charge. This battery up here is about half full right now. And now it's monitoring both the total time that the sensor is active. It's active right now because I'm holding it and moving it, as well as the number of activities. And if we hold it still for a little bit, about a second, it'll sort of end what it calls a bout of activity and give you the number of times that it became active. This data is being written to this SD card. It's written once every minute. That can be updated in the code to write data faster or slower, although we found, if you look at the Hackaday, we have some validation data. This type of monitoring is not really useful at high resolution, so you wouldn't want to get second-by-second movement data from this type of device. But to know how much he moved in a minute, it's very accurate.